Okay, so for season 2, we are going to do a cute little paint sketch series. So I have asked my lovely, lovely friends to submit like questions to me as if they were like listener questions, because I got this idea last minute and people are coming to visit and need the studio and I had to put it away and everything was already out and I was like, if I don't do it now, it's never gonna get done. So, paint sketches. What's a paint sketch to me? A paint sketch, sometimes I buy like rolls of like actual canvas, and I will just cut up the canvas into just little squares. I'll paint them white and then I will paint on them. This is basically just a wood board. It's a wood board that is like a drawer to my desk. As a creative, you never stop being creative, okay? So that's what we're working with here. And the goal of it is to just kind of be a stream of consciousness, help me in my creative process, and I don't know, just get better at this. The goal is to be able to release these weekly, so we will see if that's possible by doing these. So the structure of them, they're probably gonna be like cute little 20 to 30 minute segments. I'll read listener questions or a topic I feel so inclined to talk about while I do a little sketch. And my painter's tape is already fucking with me. Okay, so today I'm painting an 8-ball for no other reason than I went to the FedEx store to print my inspo and it just wasn't working for me and traffic was bad, so I decided to just pick a random thing in my house and roll with it. And I chose Magic 8-Ball because I embarrassingly kind of use them a lot to make decisions. Not like life decisions, but like if I can't decide where to go camping this weekend, you know, I'll just leave it up to the Magic 8-Ball. I think it's a good, if you have decision paralysis, just trust the Magic 8-Ball and roll with it. I wish I could be a girly that like loved astrology and would look at her sign and the chakras and like the astrology and the moons, but I'm just not into that as much as the normal girly is. I wish I was. Wish I knew more about it. Maybe I will learn more about it. But yeah, I leave my decisions up to the Magic 8-Ball. As of now, it's a floating Magic 8-Ball. Okay, so listener questions. Like I said, I didn't post anything on my story for people to submit, so I had my friends ask me questions. And I briefly looked at them while I put them in my notes, but only briefly. So we are going to see what they said. I also don't remember what question is what question. Like I said, I just threw them into my notes app. So let's see. If you had to give advice to someone planning their first solo trip, what would it be? Well, my first question is, why are you going on a solo trip? I think everybody should. I think it's good for you, but why? Are you doing it because social media is telling you to do it? Or do you actually have a desire to go somewhere, can't find a friend to go, or you want to go on a solo trip? Then pop off, queen. Go on that solo trip. I'm scared I'm like a jumpy person. So I would say choose somewhere safe or do some research. I would probably choose somewhere that's gonna push me out of my comfort zone without having a high risk factor. So, or somewhere that a friend has lived or has been that can give you like good advice of things to do. And also, I would think about things that you like to do alone. Because if you love to hike, you've only ever hiked with friends, and then you get there and you're hiking by yourself, and then you learn that you don't like hiking by yourself, that would be a bummer. Another piece of advice I would definitely give would be to bring a journal. Bring a journal and journal everything. And that just kind of goes, actually, let me rewind. Set your intention and then remember that intention when you're journaling. If you're trying to find yourself, if you're trying to figure out what culture you like the best, what you want in life, what do you want to get out of the trip? And then I would say, just every night, journal, voice to text, if that serves you. And I don't know, I think you realize a lot when you're by yourself, especially when you learn a new area or you're doing something for the first time by yourself. And I think those lessons that you learn, there's just so much coming at you at once that it's easy to forget all those little things that you learned. So I definitely would say, why are you doing it? One, are you doing it because you feel like you have to or because you want to? Set your intention. Go somewhere you would feel safe. Maybe that a friend has been who can give you a lay of the land. And journal. And take it all in. I think you're supposed to learn. It's a great way to learn how to be comfortable in your own skin quickly. And definitely, yeah, I think those are my only things I would say. Wow, I'm realizing right now that actually like painting by myself and podcasting might actually be the move because I don't have to listen to anybody. I love when friends come on, but listening and talking and responding at the same time can be hard. And knowing I can just cut out the dead space is like pretty clutch right now, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, next question. I feel like this is really an aggressive question. We'll do the third one first. What's your opinion on this whole quit drinking movement? I think it's stupid, but I'm gonna tell you why. After I get more paint. Okay, hear me out. It depends what age you are, because I definitely think you're supposed to be really stupid in your 20s, especially your early 20s and your late teens. So those are the people I'm talking to right now. You are supposed to go out, you're supposed to get too drunk, you're supposed to make stupid mistakes, not ones that put you in danger. Safety is sexy. But you're supposed to make stupid memories with random people, your best friends, your family. Like, that's literally what you're supposed to do. So I would say when you're alone, I think the important thing here is, again, why are you quitting drinking? Because if it's because everybody else is doing it, I mean, try it, I guess, but like, learning the balance is hard, and I think your 20s is for learning that balance. I can only speak to that. I'm in my 20s, So take it with a grain of salt. I don't have that much life experience. I don't have that much life experience at all. I don't know if I'm qualified to give anybody advice. I'm literally back in therapy as of this week. So that's where I'm at. But the quit drinking movement. When you're alone, do you have an addictive personality? Is what I'm trying to say. Why are you drinking? And I want you to ask yourself these 3 things. Put yourself in a stressful situation. It's really stressful at work. There's a lot going on. Your family there's drama. Your friends, there's drama. You have a lot going on at work. What are you doing? What are you thinking about? Are you thinking to yourself, I can't wait to get home and have a drink? Maybe you need to take a little break. For instance, when I'm feeling super stressed out, I feel like I have to wake up at 5 a.m. and do a hard workout so I can sit all day and I can get shit done because I feel better when I get shit done. I'm thankful I don't have an addictive personality. Not saying everyone with an addictive personality wants to escape drink, but another thing I would think about is when you're alone, do you want to drink? When you're bored, do you want to drink? I think asking yourself on those 3 things, what do I do when I'm bored? What do I do when I'm alone? What do I do when I'm stressed out? If your immediate thought is drinking, maybe you give it like a little break. But if you're just doing it because everybody's doing it, or if there's a health reason, obviously, that's a huge, I've been struggling with cystic acne for a very long time. And I think I am going to do like a 3 to 8 month break from drinking just to see how much that affects my acne. Not till next month, so cheers. I think if your answer is no, I don't want to drink when I'm stressed out, no, I don't drink when I'm bored, and no, I don't drink when I'm lonely, then I think live it up. I'm not saying drink a bottle of wine before work. Don't do that. I'm not saying in your mid-30s, go to the club when you're supposed to be picking up like your kid from dance practice, okay? I'm saying early 20s, pop off. Learn your limits. Don't put yourself in dangerous situations. And yeah, I mean, I don't think anybody's a better person when they drink. Let's be honest. But it can be fun. Like, why not? You're at a concert, have a beer. If you can't stop having beers, ask yourself those 3 questions. But if you just want to enjoy yourself, fuck it, have a beer, enjoy yourself. You're in your 20s. No other time in your life are you going to be able to go to the bar, drink a safe amount, and then wake up the next day and like go on a hike and crush it. Like, your body just doesn't, unfortunately, work like that. So enjoy it while it lasts. That's what your 20s is for, making stupid memories with random ass people. I'll say it to the day I die. Okay. We're not getting that far on this, nor do I love it. Let's see what I can do here. Next question. Do you think living with a partner before marriage is a good idea? I don't think it's a bad idea. What do I mean by that? I think, honestly, I think it's the same with or without. And I'll tell you what I mean, because it's all about your mindset. If you're saying to yourself, I want to move in with my partner before marriage as a trial run, take that off the table, honey, because you know what you're going to start doing? You're going to start looking and overanalyzing every single thing he or she does when you live with them. If they leave their coffee in the microwave because they always forget it after they try and warm it up again. They don't do the pillows right on the bed. These are so OCD nitpicky, but you get what I mean. Those little things will start to make you think, can I live with this for the rest of my life? Do I want to marry this? I think there is risk of that, for sure. For sure. I also think if you're moving in with your partner before marriage, you should kind of like already know a lot about them. Like there shouldn't be that many like surprises, in my opinion. I also don't think marriage is like a benchmark necessarily. Like I think if you are moving in with them before marriage and marriage is on your checklist of things you want to do in your relationship, then I don't know if moving in with them before marriage is the question you should be asking yourself. I think the question you should be asking yourself is, do I want to live with this person? Marriage is literally, it's just a ring on your finger. It's just a certificate. Like, it means more. But if you're somebody who holds the weight of a marriage, you should be holding that commitment to each other before you move in and before you get married. Okay? That's just kind of the truth. I don't really view marriage as like a checklist item in my top 5 successful things I want to do in my life. Like marriage isn't like a checkbox I need to feel fulfilled, personally. But if it's something that's important to you, then I think you need to have the mindset of, we're going to spend the rest of our life together before you move in before marriage, instead of treating it like a trial run. Don't treat it like a trial run. And also, when you're considering it, take finances out of the table. Obviously, people have different situations, financial situations. If you have a financial situation where it's in the conversation of we're going to move in together and finances is on the pro-con list, take it off. And if that con list is bigger, you live with a friend, or you live alone, you live with family. Take it out of the conversation, because money is a stressor, but using it to make relationship decisions like, I don't know if it should be like everything should really be coming from, I want to live with this person, it would be fun. I also want you to ask yourself, would I regret my other option that I'm faced with? So I can only speak from experience. In my experience, like, the option was live with Josh or live alone. Live with Josh or live alone. Live with my partner or live alone. And the more I thought about it and talked about it, and also talk through it with your friends who have made this decision before, solid friends that give good advice and will challenge you on your thoughts, that's always a good piece of advice. Always do that for everything, regardless. I really had it in my heart that I needed to live alone. I needed to live alone. I needed to experience living alone. That's just like what I told myself. I needed to live alone. And the more I thought about it, the more I thought it's... When growing up, my mom said like one of her regrets was not living alone before she moved in with my dad. Because once you live with them forever. The laundry, the food, the cleaning, all of that. And so I think I held on to that a lot. Then when I was faced with the option, I took the finances out of it. I took the work out of it. You can't think about, oh, it's so annoying to move. It's easier to do this. Like, that's short-term thinking. You cannot be thinking short-term thinking. I just was kind of like, it makes sense at this point in our relationship, and like I'm excited too. And I don't think there will be very many surprises. Like, I definitely tried my hardest to be clear on my intentions before I did it. So yeah, I do think it's a good idea. If you frame your thoughts about it clearly, take finances out of it, take the hard work out of it. If it's coming from a place of, I want to live with this person because of them and our relationship, and it makes sense, glorious. Do it. If you're religious, it's considered sin, and you're going to feel guilty moving in before marriage, don't do it. Or go to church and repent your sins. I don't know. Okay. So we're not very far on this, nor do I like it like at all. I think it looks horrible. Slay. Ugh. I don't know on what planet I'm like, yeah, just like paint without any reference photo. Ugh. Okay, we don't know what's going on. I don't love, but that's okay. I don't have to love everything. You can't expect too much out of yourself in 20 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes. So she's cute. She's a start, she's a sketch. I don't think these are gonna be available, but if you want one, I'm probably gonna go into a pack of my paint sketches somewhere. Thanks for watching.